So we begin with the games and we are playing as white. We continue the game with e4. Black go with e5. We prefer knight f3, knight f6. The Petrov depends on the board. We take the knight c3 and just defend. Knight c6. We take the bishop outside. Okay, so he captures this. Okay, so if we capture, he tried this. Alright, so we'll capture it. He tries this. We go with bishop to b5. The bishop is very powerful and we allow to be captured. Ultimately, we can capture this pawn and attack like this. So queen comes to f6 trying to attack this. We'll choose to eliminate this knight. And he eliminates back from the pawn where we take the bishop a4, securing its position. Now there are three weak pawns that we can observe. So black's turn and black thinks for the response over here. So let's see how he responds. He go with bishop c5, trying to checkmate like this. We'll go with castling and maintain the king safety. Once again, this is okay. He go with rook, bishop a6. Bishop a6 attacking like this. Well, if I try rook here, then queen can capture this. So over here, we continue with d3 and block this bishop diagonal. If we eliminate back from the pawn. Okay, you go with castling. So castling was the response, and in this position, we can take the queen outside to g4, attacking this pawn. Our main plan is to bring the bishop there, attack the queen. Eventually, we can try to figure out some options for attacking his territory. So black's turn and having 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, where he captures this. So we prefer to, okay, we capture this back and the bishop captures trying to attack this. So in this position, we first take this bishop outside to g5. And hi, Ishan, COD, welcome to my channel. Bishop g5 attack this queen. The main purpose is we are trying to disrupt the queen position, and once he captures this, we can eliminate this pawn, add an attacker to this. He can also have an option like attacking this. Okay, so you bring the bishop e2 attacking this queen. Okay, now our queen is under attack. We need to defend our queen. So in this position, we go with bishop f6 for the checkmate. If your opponent captures, then we eliminate this, right? And this will be an easy way where we can remove this kind of attack. Bishop is attacking my rook, but if once he will capture it, okay, he captures this, so we can eliminate this. He eliminates our bishop, and that's going to be a mistake for us. Okay, so black's turn. That's an easy bishop which he can take. So he captures it, and then we try rook to c1, figuring out for attacking the bishop. So black go with queen b6. Rook comes to b1 and attack the queen. We are attacking towards the pieces, trying to figure out some ways. Let's see what happens. Rook b1, and we are continuously attacking the queen. We go with queen e7. We choose to take the queen to c2, trying to attack the bishop. Bishop e6. We go with g3, blocking this bishop diagonal. Now let's see what he responds. Black's turn, and black is thinking for the response. 1 minute and 25 seconds on the clock remaining. We'll choose to decline the trace and go with rook c1, trying to attack this diagonal file. Queen f6. So queen f6 was the response. The main plan can be the rook coming over here. So over here we go with queen to a4, securing the pawn. attacking this pawn. Now he should defend this pawn, right? So a simple response is rook to a8. And now in this position, uh, so we'll go with rook to c4. Our main plan to bring the rook here, but that will not work. So what should I do is I can try to figure out doubling up of rooks like this. These plans are not going to work a lot. x6. Okay, so x6, and now rook comes to c6. Let's see what happens. So black's turn. Black is thinking. He go with rook e5. Now if I try this f4, then he can play the queen here, right? Our this rook is secured by the queen, so we don't need to worry a lot. We go with f4 and attack the queen. The queen comes here, give a check, and then that's not going to be a lot dangerous. King comes to g2. He tries to check, but this is already protected by the queen, so we don't need to worry a lot. Okay, rook comes here and attack like this. Then over here we take this rook to c2. Now the queen cannot come here, and also this rook is defended. We go with rook to b4. Then over here we bring queen c6, securing this. We have to protect our pieces also at the same time. Now 28 seconds remaining for black, and we decline the trade. Bring the queen to f3. He can try to trade the rooks. Okay, he does not. This was the response, trying to trade the queens, and eventually we have to trade the queens. Now we double up the rooks. He double ups. King comes to h3. He will try this. Yeah, he does. And we have to decline the trades. Okay, so we go with a4. Black will accept. The rook can come here, attack this. Rook e2. So there are, I cannot see any winning continuation. Maybe I can make him lose some time. Okay. 24 seconds remaining. There's 2 seconds increment. So high possibility for black. King f5. g4. Free pawn. Okay. So he captures, we eliminate it. Check on the board. King g4. King f5. And he play this. Another check. And I found the winning continuation. The king is supposed to come here, and that's the mate. Wow. Okay. So if you want, you can also challenge me. All the challenges are allowed. And if you're enjoying the stream, then do like the live stream. Okay, so we are playing as white. Well, we go with d4. And d4, the queen's pawn opening against knight f6. So we play the queen's gambit. King's Indian. Okay, he go with e6. The East Indian defense, where we take the knight c3. Bishop, he go with d5. So he's declining the gambit, where we simply play g3 for our bishop development. Okay, bishop e7, bishop g2, and we expect black to capture. He goes c6. We'll take the knight f3 and prepare for castle. And after black castles, we also castle. Now this is black's turn. If black eliminates this, then we have a simple plan. We can take the knight e5 and just attack this way. That's why black does not capture, and he go with knight bd7. Now we have a lot of options, but we go with c5, closing the position. We want our opponent to play b6, and once he tries this, we can go with b4. If he tries b6, b4, he try a5, then we have a3. So we don't need to worry a lot. Now 2 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock. He go with rook e8, where we choose to go with b4, and let's see what he responds. Black's turn, and black is thinking, having 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's see how he responds over here. Okay, so over here, he go with a5, try to attack this pawn, where we simply push this pawn forward, b5. He eliminate, the knight eliminates it, and we can activate our knight. Okay, so this is 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. Our main plan is to push this pawn further, even further, which will create more close position. C take b5, knight take on it, controlling the square. So the queen is almost trapped. We can try to blink our bishop outside and attack like this. b6, we just ignore it. Bishop f4, and the queen trap is coming. So we can expect black to be responsible to the queen. Now, a very simplest way, he go with capturing this. Okay. He could have tried the rook here, where if I try bishop, then he can play the queen, right? But he captures. We bring the bishop c7 and trap the queen. Ultimately, we can take this queen. So he captures, the knight eliminates, and create a fork. Knight eliminates, create a fork. So that's an easy win. Okay, so black resigns the game. Now we look for another game, and this time we are playing as white. So we go with d4, he go with d5, we take c4, the queen's gambit, where he goes with c6. We take knight to knight c3, knight f3, we develop both the knights, take the bishop outside, and he go with bishop d6. So in this position, he's trying to offer the bishop trade, where we just decline this. So the semi-slap defense variation, we can take this knight e5, or we can play this bishop behind. But if we try knight e5, then he can even bring the knight here. So we just go with bishop to g3. Now if he eliminates, we eliminate back from the x pawn and activate the rook file. Okay, so 3 minutes on the clock. Hi Sam, welcome to my channel. He eliminates it. So simplest way, we go with a4. We are not allowing this. And then anytime we can go with e4, e5. Okay, e4. e5 is the threat, so bishop can eliminate. And after I eliminate, then he can try this. The e4 move is very advantageous because the bishop is attacking this pawn. Hi, this is not Fortnite, this is chess. So we eliminate. Hi Matthew, welcome to my channel. X captures it and he go with b5 as I told. Okay, queen comes out. So we simply eliminate this pawn, where he eliminate this pawn, try to attack like this. Yeah, we just we don't want to castle, because if I castle, then what's the point of rook like this, right? So let the rook be there and be open. Now in this position, simplest response is queen to c2, attacking this knight from the queen. So once he take the knight back, we can, okay, eliminate. Then we also eliminate it back. Now there is no pin. e5 was the response, try to attack the bishop, attacking this pawn. We cannot eliminate because the queen can eliminate this. That's the point. So we just go with bishop d3, and after black eliminates, bishop can eliminate. So we go with knight e7. We go with rook to a2, which is secured by the bishop queen. Knight f6, we eliminated the rook attacking the queen. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, where black's turn, and black is busy thinking for the response. Queen can eliminate because the queen is under attack. That's why. So queen eliminates, bishop comes here, attack like this. We can even join the knight to e5 and attack. So bishop comes to b7, where we go with rook to b2. Like we are trying to attack this bishop. Basically, these are the defenders to this pawn. So we are trying to remove these defenders. Queen c7. Now he is figuring out to protect this, and there is the rook sacrifice. Where once he accepts, the bishop eliminate this, supporting with the knight. The queen has to eliminate, and then that's an easy queen win. So black does not resign. Okay. Now he's creating a pin. So that's more advantageous. Let's join the queen to a4 and add up more pressure. Right? Okay, so 2 minutes remaining on the clock, and black is thinking for the move. Now let's see what he responds. I think he can resign this game, or that's his choice. He can continue. Well, so black's turn, and this is the power of pin that you can observe. Okay, so black finally resigns the game, and now we look for another game. This time we are playing as black e4, so we go with the French defense on the board, where he go with d4. We play d5 and attack this pawn. Knight c3, then we go with bishop to b4 and create a pin. Ultimately, this is white's turn, where he go with f3. So we figure out to capture this pawn, where after he captures it, okay, so now white is thinking to London system. Okay, so once I get white, I can play the London system. Hi, Nono Square. This game name is chess, and I'm playing the French defense with e6. Okay, he go with a3. So just eliminate this. He has created double pawns. Eliminate this pawn also, and knight eliminates. Now this is the weak pawn. We can try to attack this, but first we have to focus on the king safety. Queen is Queen x4. Queen x4. We cannot go with Queen x4 because the knight can eliminate. Okay, so Queen x4 is not possible. Bishop d3, which is castle. King safety on the board, where he go with x4. Now he's trying to figure out for some attacks. We go with c5. We want this to be captured. He does not. So we eliminate it. He eliminates this, and then we take the knight c6, attacking this pawn. If we push this, we push g6 and block the bishop diagonal. So he go with bishop b2. Now we can choose to go. We'll go with the queen b6 and attack this rook. Rook comes to b1. The check on the board. Queen a5. Where this is white's turn and white is thinking. This is ladders. This is chess, not ladders, whatever we are saying. Okay. So white's turn, 2 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. And let's see what he responds over here. If you are enjoying the stream, then do like live stream. Okay, so let's see what he responds. 2 minutes remaining. The simplest response is playing this c3. C3 on the board. And now over here we go with rook to e8. We can try e5 where knight eliminates. Okay, you go with x6. We play g6. And let's see what he responds. I thought chess. Yes, that's chess only. Okay. So this is castling. Now we can go with queen to x5. We can try to bring the knight g4 and focus on attacking. This knight is over here. First of all, we can go with e5 because central attack is very important. Now we are attacking the center, and that's a very nice point. So this is white's turn. Let's see what white responds over here. Okay, 1 minute and 14 seconds on the clock. Where white is thinking. So 1 minute remaining. Now we can try to defeat him on time. Okay. All right. 50 seconds remaining. In this position, you can go with rook over here in order to control this file. And you can observe this bishop is not developed. So you can take the bishop behind and secure this. Okay. Now he's trying to offer a queen trade like this. So we simply eliminate this pawn. He eliminates this. Then we go with e5. Oh, e5. And now this is the problem. So in this position, we take this knight behind and attack this pawn. 35 seconds remaining, where he go with bishop c4. We just create a rook trap. Yeah. So we have trapped this rook. We can bring the king. Shit. So king goes behind. Still the rook is trapped in my guess. He go with d7. He is having a lot of attacks. Queen check, queen e3. And that's the mate. King goes anywhere. We go with knight here. Wow. So this is how to win a losing game. Okay, king f1 and finally knight g3 mate. So this is how to win a losing game. Okay. We look for another game and this time we are playing as white. Okay. So we go with London system. d4 and then we'll go with bishop to f4. The London system e6. Actually, I don't play the London much. Lovely day for cricket. Bishop g3. He eliminates it. Seriously. Okay, we eliminated. Activate this rook file and activate the bishop d3 along with c3, creating a pyramid of pawns. So we go with knight to d2. Now knight comes to c6. We take the knight f3. We go with bishop to b5, create a pin. He choose to long castle. We eliminate this. And after black eliminates, we take the knight e5, attacking this bishop. Where this is black to play and black is busy thinking for the response. Let's see how he responds. He go with bishop b7. Where we go with b4. We are preferring a4, a5, attacking this pawn. We take the knight d7. We take this knight f3. He can try some aggressive options like f6, where we decline the trade and take this knight behind. So we take this knight d3, securing our pieces. So this is black's turn. We are trying to create a pawn stop. e5 was the very nice response over here. We eliminated, and after black eliminates, now this is a bit confusing position. He is figuring out for this. So we can take this knight behind. You try this. The knight can go there. Okay. Black's turn, and black is thinking for the response. Let's see how he responds over here. He go with d4, where we choose to eliminate this pawn. He eliminates this, giving a check. So we bring the king to f1 and give up this pawn. Now this is once again a losing pawn. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. He takes c3, knight goes a4. He will remove this knight, try to attack my queen. Okay. So 2 minutes 20 seconds for black. Let's see how he responds. He go with queen take b4. So we'll go rook to c1 and attack this pawn. Bishop takes. Okay, don't. Knight c5. Okay, so a lot of attacks. I will resign this game. And now we focus on another game where we are going to play as black. Okay, so white's turn. White is thinking for the response. Let's see how he responds in this position. E4. So we respond with the perk defense. E6. We take knight f3. We take knight f6. And this is white's turn. Where white go with knight c3. We play g6. White go with bishop c4. We play bishop g7. Preparing for castling. d4. We go with castling, maintaining the king's safety. And he go with castling. We can choose to play knight e7, rook e8, and prepare for this. He can even try the knight here, try to attack like this. Okay, so this is white's turn, and white is thinking for the move. Let's see how he responds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. He go with bishop g5, where we choose to play x6 and attack this bishop. So now let's see what he responds. He take the bishop x4. We'll go with e5 and open up towards the center. So now let's see what he responds. He go with d take e5, where we choose to capture it back from the knight, attacking this bishop. Now knight can eliminate it, where we can eliminate back from the pawn or the rook. So we'll go with pawn. He eliminate the queen. Okay, he does not, and that's good. Now we'll go with b6, preparing for bishop development. He go with rook d1. We play queen e7. Now let's see what he responds. He go with a3. Bishop comes to b7 and attack like this. Now let's see what he responds. Bishop b5. We eliminate this, where white can eliminate back from the knight. So we go with. Now this is once again a problem. Queen comes to c5. No, terrible mistake. Eliminate this. We eliminate it back. Rook to e6 and attack this bishop. The bishop goes behind. We go with g5. This bishop goes even behind, and we reset this game. Okay, so we look for another game where this time we are playing as black. So this is white's turn. c4. We take knight f6. g6 preparing for bishop g7. Castling. Bishop f4. We play d6, blocking this diagonal. And then we go with c5. We go with d5. We play knight a6. Knight to c7. And then e6, attacking this pawn. Okay, so now we go with e5 and attack this bishop, where he will take the bishop behind. We take knight x5 and attack this. And then we go with e4. If the knight eliminates, he does not. So we go with f5 and secure this. We go with g4. So in this position, we'll take this knight behind to f6. If he eliminates, then we eliminate back from the bishop. Queen c2 was the response, where we go with queen e7, securing this. He go with castling, long castling, knight to a6, preferring for knight to b5, where he take the queen b3, try to attack the pawn. So simple responses will create, securing this. Knight b5, try to attack this pawn with the bishop also. So we have to secure it. Rook d8, securing the pawn. And this is why to play by this thinking for the response, where he go with knight take a7. So in such cases, the simple response trying to attack this bishop. So in this position, we'll go with knight to b4. And this is white's turn. He take this knight behind. Hmm. So white is playing pretty good. We'll take this knight behind, activating the bishop. He takes the knight c3. And now, if I eliminate from the bishop and pawn, that's the problem. Eliminated, queen eliminate and knight check. But if queen does not eliminate, this means pawn will eliminate. And if pawn eliminates, then uh, we need to bring the knight behind. So that will not benefit a lot. Thus, we'll go with knight to b6 and attack. Trying to figure out for some winning continuation. Knight c b5, figuring out for attacking these pieces. So in such cases, this is kind of bit confusing position. We choose to go with in this position, we go with knight b5. So in this position, he's trying to attack this. We cannot try to develop the bishop. Poke incoming. So the poke is not possible, I guess. Okay, in this position, rook to e8. Like he go with a5. Then we just take this bishop, knight behind, securing this position. Now let's see what he responds. He go with capturing the pawn, where we respond with capturing it back. The knight eliminating this as an easy response. So bishop eliminates, queen comes. Now let's see what he responds. Okay, we can have some rook sacrifice, and after he eliminates, queen can eliminate the bishop. We go with rook over here, we eliminate this. Knight eliminates, where we also uh, eliminate this. Now let's see what he responds. So this is white's turn, and white is thinking for the move. Let's see how he responds. In the meantime, if you are enjoying the stream, then do like the live stream. Rook g3 was the response. So in this position, we'll choose to play the queen to a6, attacking this pawn, and then we can figure out some attacks. Okay, I am just having 30 seconds, and that's the way. Okay. So any challenges? Okay, so thank you very much for coming to my live stream.